If you're considering migrating to Australia as a skilled worker, now is an important moment. Australia's skilled migration program for 2025 to 2026 remains competitive and has been updated in several key ways. The Australian government has set the cap for permanent skilled migration at 185,000 places for 2025 to 2026. Out of that, about 132,000 places, roughly 71%, are dedicated to skilled migration streams. Here's how those places are distributed in the key categories. Independent points-tested visa, subclass 189, approximately 16,900 places. State-nominated visa subclass 190, approximately 33,000 places. Regional skilled visa subclass 491, approximately 33,000 places. Employer-sponsored visa category, approximately 44,000 places. Talent and innovation visa, approximately 4,300 places. These three visa types are among the most common for skilled migrants. They all ask you to demonstrate certain skills, English ability, and work experience. But there are differences to know. Subclass 189. You don't need a state or employer sponsor. You submit what's called an expression of interest via Australia's Skill Select system. You must meet a minimum of 65 points based on your age, English, qualifications, work experience, and other factors. Even if you reach the minimum, in many cases you'll need much more than 65 points, especially for competitive occupations. Subclass 190. You need nomination from an Australian state or territory. The state will ask you to meet specific criteria. Maybe live-work in that state, select an occupation they need, etc. You still need the points test, 65 plus points or more, depending on your field, because each state sets its own nomination rules and quotas. Make sure to check the state's program details. Subclass 491. This visa is for living and working in regional Australia in return for nomination by a state or territory. It's a provisional visa, but can lead to permanent residency later. Same basic eligibility as 189/190. But you must commit to a regional area. Since competition is strong and many states haven't finalized full quotas yet, this is a path many applicants consider when the national 189/190 queues are long. Employer-sponsored visas, a practical route. If you already have or can secure an employer willing to sponsor you, this can be a very effective pathway. Subclass 482, a recent reform to the older TSS visa system. Two main streams: specialist skills, higher salary roles in highly skilled occupations. Core skills, more standard salary threshold roles. Key changes: the years of experience required have been reduced in many cases. The English test requirement has been lowered. Employers must pay a market salary and demonstrate capacity to employ you. The visa can run up to 4 years. Subclass 186, a path to permanent residency if your employer nominates you permanently. For many applicants, employer sponsorship offers a more secure path because you have a job in hand and the employer is supporting you. If you believe you truly excel in your field, think research, tech innovation, entrepreneurship, arts, or sport, the National Innovation Visa is worth knowing. Invitation only. You must be identified and invited by the government. Places are limited. You don't just meet a checklist. You must show you are exceptional in your international field. If you qualify, this route can fast-track you to permanent residency. Not every pathway is front and center. Some lesser-known options may offer a better chance depending on your situation. Regional employer-sponsored. If you work in regional Australia and an employer there sponsors you, this pathway may involve less competition and ultimately lead to PR. Family-sponsored 491 stream. If you have an eligible relative in a regional area, they may nominate you under a specific 491 family-sponsored stream. Professional year routes. If you've just recently graduated or are working in your field in Australia, programs like the Professional Year for Engineering/IT/Accounting can give you extra points and Australian experience. State nomination programs. Some states offer onshore pathways especially for occupations they need. Confirm your occupation is on the current skilled occupation list. Take your English proficiency test early. Book your test and aim high. Complete your skills assessment and make sure it's valid. Submit your EOI. Include your accurate work history, qualifications, English result, and ensure your points reflect your best profile. If you are applying via state nomination, review the state's criteria as soon as they release their 2025 to 26 program details. If you have a job offer, explore employer-sponsored routes, secure that offer, and understand salary and other obligations. Consider regional options if you are open to working outside major cities. Less competition, enhanced chances. Keep your documentation organized and up to date. Employment contracts, payslips, references, qualifications, evidence of residence if you are already in Australia. Monitor official updates, program quotas, invitation rounds, priority occupations change. So staying informed is crucial. With the right preparation, clarity of pathway, and timing, you can position yourself strongly. Whether you aim for the independent points route, state nomination, employer sponsorship, or a regional job, your strategy matters. If you'd like personalized assistance, reviewing your points, identifying the best visa route for you, or preparing a full documentation checklist, we are here to guide you. Contact us today and let's develop a clear plan tailored to your skills, situation, and goals.